Ah, yes. The Dead Cells. It's back, because considering I should probably do this at least like once weekly or something at this rate. Like, geez, come on. Huh. Now, my New Year's resolution is to try and actually do more Dead Cells. Like, unlike I've been doing entirely up to this point. Although, first off, I think what I should do is probably, let's go get like do a real quick run to go get the, yeah, Prismatic Deck right there. Okay. Bro, be honest here. Are you my math teacher? No. Have you seen the Satisfactory series I've been doing? I do not have the math skills to teach anybody anything. It's embarrassing, really. Oh. I can play video games. More like your uncle, if anything, really. All right. Let's get the Shovel Knight outfit here, and then get right into that Prismatic Deck. Not that it really matters, I think, given that, you know, I kind of have gotten the like prismatic. The resemblance is uncanny. I always thought of myself as being very math teacher style, but no. My mom was a teacher, actually. There we go. So I guess it's like I guess I come from a family of a teaching type of people, if nothing else. All right, and then I think it's just to find a specific thing. Okay, large picture, horns of the title, Shovel Knight, shovels especially visible, reproduction of a painting. Okay, let's just even go throw this down in difficulty, make this nice and easy. Oh boy. Oh, hello, Brian Dwayne. I'm back. After just that terrible stream yesterday. Good God, it was awful. Anyway. You know, I'm just going to say whatever. As long as I didn't show anything really embarrassing on screen, which I don't really remember. So I assume no. It's probably fine. Whatever, let's just go with this. It really doesn't matter if I'm playing on zero cell mode just for the outfit. Should be as simple as just run to the end after all. Oh, Killing Deck. Fuzz random effect on hit is actually pretty fun. Well, I mean, I still need to have the shovel, obviously. Man, this actually seems like a really powerful legendary thing. Given that Killing Deck is already... it's pretty alright. It's like now it does random effects on hit. Okay. Huh. I don't know if I'm going to try to incorporate using Wish or something on some of the showcase items. But, I mean, I guess it's like not an impossible sort of thing either. Especially because it's just like, this is really good. Hey, Happy New Year's to you and yours. That is the day of the new. And the years of... I got nothing. I mean, whatever. My New Year's resolution is, of course, to actually go and finish up all these showcase runs already. Which, I mean, we can probably just do today. It'll be 4 runs, but, you know. Maybe I'll just do that. I don't know. Taunt. Taunt is also another one of those ones that I'm going to have to end up doing soon enough. Oh, boy. Because it is... I don't really know what I'm going to end up doing with that. Maybe that would actually be a good thing for a run like this. I mean, really, it should work into just about any build. It's just like a damage increase and a damage taken and given increase. Classic sort of video game anything. Any and everything. It's the classic video game thing. It's the thing where you do the video game. By the way, the Killing Deck is not the Prismatic Deck. That's a totally different item. Although in some ways it would be... Oh, no. Am I going to do that? I don't know if I should do that. It's like, it would be very fitting, if you think about it, to be like, hey, we're going to do the Killing Deck and the Prismatic Deck. It's card run, baby. It's in the cards. Maybe I'll try to go get like a Wish to work on a Prismatic Deck. Or not a Prismatic Deck. Although, what would that do? It has like 30 different things it does. If you count 6 as 30. Maybe that's something to consider. Anyway, the killing deck is not the prismatic deck. Just because it's legendary, that's not how that works. I mean, I guess it does kind of have that sort of thing where, you know, it's like the prismatic sort of whatever legendary. It does all of the damage over time stuff. What game did I play that did that? I'm trying to remember right now because there was one that had it was just like, hey, it's oh, that was Rogue Legacy, right? The prismatic spell that allowed you to get that just did did poison, fire, etc. There you go. That's what I was thinking of. Anyway, hey, Mushroom Boy, not gonna take him. I'm gonna sell him for money, as I do. But yeah, whatever. Just gonna go get through here, I suppose, at this point. Wait, why are you using YOLO? Oh, this is just a 0-cell run to go unlock the Shovel Knight outfit, as I'm kind of starting it out here for right now. It's basically, you know, we either do that or, you know, have like the half hour of just chatting stream before we start this one out proper. Might as well accomplish this right now. I did it in the last episode as well. You know, just kind of... By the way, once again, the killing deck is not the prismatic deck. It's just a coincidence. Although I'm probably going to end up using this as kind of like a themed run anyway, because, hey, I don't know, have I gotten a good killing deck here? Run? At least I haven't gotten it going to the Queen, which is an achievement in the game. Maybe I'll go do that. Anyway, no, YOLO has not been buffed. I'm just taking something to make sure that in case I really just play absolutely terribly, I'm not going to die, more or less. Happy New Year's! Yes, Happy New Year's to you too. I, of course, had a very interesting one where this sort of thing happened. But we don't need to talk anymore about that. Look, this is not the sort of stream. If I'm actually going to be recording hungover, I'm not hungover. I'm feeling great. I'm doing just fine. Yeah, sure. I mean, what? I guess maybe you might be hungover. Really can't say one way or another. Yeah, whatever. Just give me disengagement or something. Well, disengagement is, of course, overall significantly better than YOLO, but you know what I'm saying. It's not a. It's a reasonable sort of. It's a reasonable take, I think, most of the time. It does actually save you from dying, but disengagement tends to be better. It's just disengagement takes a long time to unlock and everything, so it does make something of a difference. No, that was just slow. And I guess some of the effects in the game are stuff like just slow. Maybe not the best. But there's also like stuff like root, oil. Of course, like electricity, fire, bleed, etc. Very, very good legendary modifier on the killing deck. And now that I can just kind of guarantee having that, just like your 4th cheese curd daiquiri. Oh man, I mean, you could kind of consider it like that. I don't know if I would. Look, here's the thing. It's fine as long as I didn't show you any of the like embarrassing ASMR videos or whatever that I watch. It's fine. Actually, funny enough, on the speaking of the embarrassing ASMR videos that I watch, I noticed that the top comment on one of them was actually from Chugga Conroy. You know, like, what I think back in 2010 or something, he was the most subbed to gaming channel on YouTube. So, let's be honest here, I'm in good company. Anyway. I think the browser, when you open up like a browser, it is... It doesn't actually... whatever, it doesn't matter. Look, if I did anything stupid, people would tell me. Anyway. Continuing on here. Really, I mean, I don't even know why I'm bothering fighting enemies. I guess I just kind of want to use the It's like, wouldn't we consider? Wait, would that be considered a daiquiri? It was just a hard lemonade, except I was also eating cheese curds at the same time. I guess so. Guess that would be more or less right. Sorta. Ah, sure. Anyway. All right. God, it's just like you hit it with like poison. You hit it with because like poison and of course stuff like electricity actually hits multiple enemies at a time. You made out with that Miku wig during your face reveal? Oh no, I would know if I did that. That's the sort of thing that I would absolutely remember. Also, I would totally make out with a Miku wig. If y'all were wearing a Miku wig, I'd make out with you. I'll say it right now. I'll admit it. Why am I even bothering? I don't even want this. All right. Oh. I hope that statement that I just made doesn't come back to haunt me in any way. Someone give me a link to the Miku wig right now. I mean, we do still have this, of course. I actually notice right now that the lemonade isn't. There we go. Hey Doc, you good? Yeah. I'm totally fine. Like, I don't know why do people keep asking that every single time that I get totally wastoid? Really? As if I'm going to die or something. I bet someone will bring this up in a year or two. There are so many things that you could bring up. I don't even know if this would, like, count on your radar at this point in time. I thought you were dead. Really? Is that easy to fake my own death, you say? Well, good. If I ever need to get out of the YouTube game, I guess because, I don't know, my tax fraud? Now I know how to do it. My tax fraud, or that time that I opened up a commercial business in a residentially zoned area. All of my terrible sins. Okay, quit messing around with the deck already. On the internet, yes. Well, we'll make that work. Put Miku wig on different animals just to see what his limits truly are. I mean, that's how that's what it means to be human, right? I think you'll find my limits are extremely narrow. Like, it's way more narrow than you probably even expect. Like, hey, this isn't even... Like, people kiss their cats all the time. I'm not kissing that cat just because you put a wig on it. Like, I'm telling you. Really? Oh, so close to getting 60. I should have just... Well, why even... Again, why bother? This is just a very quick run to go unlock an outfit, which I believe appears in the castle. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I guess, you know, if I'm playing on this version, on this difficulty, that it's like, you know, the gold plating is probably incredibly powerful. Cheese curd daiquiri. Just because I ate cheese curds at the same time that I was drinking something, that doesn't mean that it is a drink. You could probably do that. Every time I enter this stream, Doc is talking about something that can make him go to jail. What other things have I talked about where I would go to jail? And for what, pray tell? By the way, once again, I want to remind everybody, the killing deck is not the prismatic deck. It's just a coincidence right now. Vodka, lemonade, ugh. Tax evasion, always with the tax evasion. You know, I pay my taxes. I want to make that clear. I'm not rich enough to not be able to pay my taxes. Yeah. Yes, they are two separate card-based items. Yeah, but it's like, because it's the legendary version, it does have the prismatic effect of giving every single effect in the game to enemies, provided they can survive the onslaught. There we go. But, like, yeah. Sure you do. I do! I can tell you, because it's like, you know, it's like, here's the thing. I don't get a tax refund. That's how I know. Yeah. Kids out there, Uncle Pennybags when you're getting tax returns. I gotta pay taxes. Hey Doc, loving the videos. Hey, thanks. Ooh, I will actually take this. We're back to Dead Cells after just the nightmare stream that was the one last time, or the very good stream. I don't know. Whatever wherever your loyalties lie. Oh, how do you get the Prismatic Deck? That is the one that you. It's you know, it just appears in the first area while you're unlocking the other. I don't know if there's a specific other trigger to make like the area appear, but you just get it in the. Just get it in the first area like the other crossover items. That's what I'm trying to think of. Okay, hey, thank you, Nafei Shichi, I think. Please tell me I even got that somewhat right. But hey, thanks for the sub. Oh my god. That is not an Italian mafia accent. This is not an Italian mafia accent. This is a Midwest accent. This is like the Chicago gangster if you're going to be associating it with any sort of organized crime. I can't believe you can't tell the difference. Like, this is what we talk like here in the Midwest. Sort of. What's with the mic? Wait, what is with the mic? What did I do? Did I screw something up with the mic? Looks okay to me. Let me unplug it and plug it back in real quick. All right, is that better? It's a little echoey. It might be one of the weird properties. No, this is using the correct thing. I mean, this is what I sound like when I'm like a robot, right? But this one should be good, right? Maybe I just got like a sound on a little bit too high in the background. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Hey, welcome to the stream. Avihu. Sounds fine to me. I don't know. Maybe it's speakers or something. Never really know how that goes. Ah! As I realized that I paused myself in maybe the most precarious place that I possibly could. Okay, sounds fine here as well. Okay. By the way, when I did when I changed the settings there, is it still robot sounding? I'm just curious. I don't have this fed into like my own headphones because I don't have headphones. Does this still sound like robot? Is this still like not working for whatever reason when I turned on the default settings rather than actually using the mixer? Yeah. Because that's like a thing that I had happen last time. It was just like a nope. Get rid of you here first. No robot? Okay, so thank you OBS for fixing it then. Good. I'm still gonna go turn on the actual mixer rather than default, but that was a weird thing last time. Okay, good. Yeah. Maybe that just means that one of the latest updates or something to OBS has finally fixed it to not be weird, funky. Like it's oatmeal chunky. Straight Gangsta Mac, etc. Okay. This is not Prismatic Deck. No, it's not Prismatic Deck. We're doing the Hollow Knight, or the Shovel Knight outfit. I knew I was gonna say that wrong. You're mostly fine, but every now and then you go robot-like. I mean, is that just like my normal voice or something? The robot, you know, peeking out. The robot that I swallowed, that I vored earlier. Oh, right. No, I didn't lose any health. I thought I got hit by something, but no, I think that was the backwards throwing card, which is still a pretty wild sort of idea here. Yeah, I'm basically constantly voring robots. That's part of the lore, everybody. The auto-tuner, yeah, that time that I swallowed a robot like Finn from Adventure Time. Anyway. I have not seen a lot of Adventure Time. I feel like I should go catch up on that at some point. Because what I saw was pretty fun. Could be the stream quality going to 144p. It could be. I really can't tell you how the internet works. Mysterious ways, really. Once again, I don't even know why I'm bothering fighting enemies. This is just supposed to be the pre-run, where I'm just doing like a very quick run through to go get this thing. My opinion, you sound like a radio man. I think that's just the voice. Because, of course, being from the Midwest, that is the neutral accent that every sort of broadcaster uses when they're talking. This is also just how I speak normally. By the way, if you talk to me in normal life, this is just how I speak. I'm not, like, putting on a voice or anything. What are you trying to get? We're starting out getting the Shovel Knight outfit. And then I'm going to go into the Prismatic Deck run, which is the crossover item for Slay the Spire. There we go. Just needed 1 second there to remember what the name was. Well, yes, I do. I'm going to be using the Slay the Spire outfit for the Prismatic Deck run. The Hollow Shovel at this point. They both end with Knight, which means that they are literally the same character in my mind. Literally. Okay. But yeah, this is a zero cell run. We're just gonna go in. This is a zero cell run. Why am I getting malaise? Whatever. I just realized that right now. What's up with that? Anyway. Hollow Knight and Shovel Knight are the same. No, you know what the same character is? Jump King and Shovel Knight. Literally the same character. It's just that was after Shovel Knight really got into squats, doing squats. And with Queen or Hand, I'm gonna try to go for Queen because I do think I am gonna use the Killing Deck. You know, as sort of like I'm gonna try and get a legendary version of the Killing Deck like I'm using right now because I think it's interesting. And I have not gotten the achievement for fighting the Queen with the Killing Deck just yet. There is one. Custom mode option, maybe. I don't remember turning this on, but my son just turned 9. He says hi. Hey, is it appropriate for a? No, it's not appropriate for a child to watch any of my content. What am I talking about? We talk about a lot of very challenging ideas here. Notably, I mean, we're probably going to get pretty deep into Pride and Prejudice, which I've been reading lately. Like, man, let me tell you, I know Mr. Darcy is supposed to embody like the title and everything, but I'm really curious as to how Jane Austen is going to end up turning him around into like an actually desirable man for Elizabeth. It is extremely. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've been watching so much, like, you know, the anime, playing video games and everything. But it just sort of seems impossible that man could ever, like, be wanting to be, you know, ever live up to the beginning of the novel's statement about a single man with wealth must be in want of a wife. All that sort of stuff. She doesn't do it well. Somehow I'm not surprised about that. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, Austen is supposed to be like one of the classic sort of romance novels, and let me tell you, Mr. Darcy, if he does embody anything, is very much the classic tsundere sort of archetype. You can see where it all stems from. Yeah, it's like if you just look at it as the forerunner for every sort of. If you just look at it as a forerunner for every sort of like otome, like visual novel, then it makes a lot more sense, right? 9-year-olds would understand what you're talking about. Whatever. No, we don't swear here. This is a non-swearing channel. Finished all the Star Wars movies. It was really fun. Hey, Star Wars is. I mean, I will vouch for the first Star Wars. However, I don't know about the rest of them. Although I hear like the series they got on the Mandolin Player is pretty decent. Okay. I have actually read like all of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. Okay, geez. Those books are really fun. They are very good. They're obviously, you know, written in. Okay. Obviously written in a way where like Tolkien was intending to create sort of a mythos. And if you're into like world building and everything, that's great. If you're not so much, it obviously does still have like a lot of action and everything happening in it. But you know, there is like, oh come on, really now? Well, at least the freezing here helps me out with that. I mean, it's like y'all remember like the end of The Hobbit where it's just like, and then a war happened, and you're just like, what? Just off screen? Yep. Bilbo was unconscious for the entire thing. Really? Yep. Anyway. So anyway, I mean, okay, so anyway, as I was saying, Mr. Bingley definitely is going to be the sort of character that his flightiness, it's like despite being presented as clearly the superior alternative, is going to turn out to be way more of a detriment to any sort of romantic options that he could possibly present himself with than... Okay, enough of this. Nobody wants to talk about that. What do you think about Jar Jar? He's terrible. Even as a child watching that, I thought it was awful. The more they inform him, the more he's messing with him until he sees the battlefield. It's like, it's absurd that it's just like, are you sure you wanted to end the book that way? Are you sure you didn't want to, you know, show anything? You were a child? Back in, what, 2001? You know, that's like 21 years ago, right? Nah. You can say the sequels to Star Wars are trash, but the prequels are underrated but flawed. If you don't know what you're talking about, 99% will agree. I do not agree with that. No, those are terrible movies. It was when they let George Lucas have the full reign, and that man is a businessman. Let him just do his business, damn. But yeah, I mean, he did approach it more as a businessman than like actually as like a movie creator. Oh my god, are we talking about Star Wars now? Are we talking about the... Hey! Ah, whatever. How old are you? Ah, old enough. I'm of an age. I'm an age. And you can't say anything contrary. He's 69 years old, that's right. Which is why I said I was a baby back in 2001. 20 years ago was the 90s. Was it, though? No, you mean 20 years ago was the 80s, right? Wake up, bro. It's 2003. We're invading Iraq. No, that was maybe not the best time to state. Whoops. 2003, yeah. Ugh. Thought it was 2023. Is it, though? You're not going... Well, no, not with this run. I'm going to be going... In the Prismatic Deck run, I'm going to end up going for the Queen. Here, I just want to go get, you know, the outfit unlocked. Prequels in the original trilogy are pretty close to my... in quality. I disagree with that wholly and completely. It's just like the original Star Wars is such a classic of like a very well executed fantasy movie. Whereas the prequels are meant to sell stuff. Barely have a plot to speak of. Okay. So you get to see Anakin killing younglings. Rogue One. I haven't seen Rogue One, and I don't really know anything about it, so I got no opinions. All right. Still looking around for that painting. Bro. That's fine. Even with the original trilogy, Lucas was just ripping off Kurosawa. Oh, whatever. There are different... You know, it's like, just say that you're ripping off Kurosawa. It's just like, there are... stories have different ways of being... whatever. Frankly, it's been way too long since I've even seen Star Wars for me to even accurately argue about this. I saw it, like, as a child, so, you know. There's nothing new under the sun. Yeah, that sort of thing is basically what I was going to get at, but still. All right. All right. Let's stick to Star Trek Next Generation and DS9. Now, those are some good series. I actually do genuinely like those. Probably a lot more than I do Star... You know what, I'm going to say it. I do like them a lot more than I do like Star Wars. But that's because I'm more into the more science fiction-y type of stuff. Rather than the fantasy type of stuff more often than not. Just a difference of opinion, really. I don't know. For me, I'm just not really super into Star Wars, just straight up. I'll say it. It is just, it's like I do recognize, obviously, the quality of the original series, or at least the first two movies. And, like, everything else, though, just sort of feels... And I saw... Wait, Deep Space Nine is not good? I thought Deep Space Nine is great. It's a much more, like, an interesting look into... less about, like, discovery, more about, like, a conflict as opposed to, like, Next Generation. I mean, obviously, every single episode had conflict and everything, but... The overall Dominion War, I thought, was an interesting twist on the usual way that they did Star Wars. Which is to say, you know, Gene Roddenberry, very much into the whole, like, a peaceful, socialistic sort of future. And that was a difference. It was a big difference in terms of you know, style, and I think they pulled it off pretty well. All right. I'll say that every single episode was great, but you know, like the first season and everything was awful. But yeah, it's like again, it's been way too long since I've even seen that for me to really give a good opinion on it or anything. Where is the Shovel Knight? Clone Wars cartoon is the best thing that happened. You know, I've heard a lot of good stuff about the Clone Wars cartoon. I haven't seen that one either. I don't know. Sometimes though I do. It's like easy. How do I even say it? It's probably, yeah. Well, let's just say this. It's probably good. Like I said, I also heard the mandolin player is pretty good as well. That's definitely not a reference to me, but still, I do appreciate it regardless. Anyway, what do you think if there's a Dead Cells anime? I mean, they did like a really good job with the Cyberpunk one, right? I think it could probably do something, right? I don't see why not. Painting should just be in the background somewhere. I mean, I haven't missed it or anything. I've been paying attention to the background as I've been talking about old sci-fi franchises, but and playing the game too. But I haven't seen it. Maybe it's in one of the doors. Well, there's one thing I can do. It's split my attention pretty well. Sort of. Painting in the room before the throne room? Oh, right. I did go in this place. Mandalorian was good before Disney fired Gina Carano. I don't even know who that is. In the in-between area? Is it in the in-between area? Is it always like that? Or I thought it was just a random thing. Are those enemies spawning in Zero Boss Hell? I don't know. Malaise is on. I don't know why. It's like I'm in Zero Boss Hell. Why is Malaise on? Whatever. Maybe it's because I transferred from doing 5-cell mode that they just kept Malaise for some reason. Maybe that's a thing? I don't really tell you. Still looking around for that shovel tonight. It is the knight who shovels. Think you broke a game? Maybe. Happens like that sometimes, doesn't it? I wish I could finish it up, but there's so much to do. Really don't understand people who complain they have nothing to do. Who's complaining about that? We all got plenty of things to do. Right? Or not. I don't know. Live your own life. Custom mode, which is always enabled Malaise. Yeah, but I definitely didn't tick that at any point in time. I can tell you that. No other explanation. I think it might be a glitch because I went back and forth from 5-cell. It was just like because it was on there, it continues to be on right now. Never turns off. Whatever. It's fine regardless. There you are. And there we go. Excellent. Well, I mean, I'm not going to finish this run. It's kind of unnecessary to finish this run. Oh. Hey, I knew it was somewhere around here. All right. That Souls anime would probably just have an action series, so why not just play the video game? Because it's a different sort of medium, obviously. I feel like that's an easy way to see that. Damn, I didn't even see that. Well, it just goes to show you why I'm the streamer. I guess. That's not true at all. Check it. You won't be affected as long as you start a new one. Wait, we could just like spend 5 seconds starting up another one, see if this is like something that I turned on somehow. Well, good. Now we are prepared for the streamers are supposed to be literally blind. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah, no, the blaze is still going up. So maybe I just have that turned on. Did I turn that on at some point in time? Why? Why would I do that? Default timer, etc., so on. Okay, well, I get... Okay. Whatever. I mean, I guess it's on. I don't know why. But, like, it is. I apparently turned that on at some point in time. I don't remember. Whatever. Okay, then. Well, in the meantime, though, do probably want to go... I don't know if that's a bug. I must have probably turned it on at some point in time, and I don't remember when or why. Maybe it was for getting blueprints or something, because, you know, the enemy spawning in do still count as being able to get blueprints from them. So, that's probably what I did. That's the most reasonable explanation, I would say. All right. Prismatic Deck, which is this thing. Doesn't actually call it Prismatic Deck, but, you know, just so ridiculously easy after 5 boss, so I think it's more fun that way. I mean, it was just a quick run to go get the outfit, more or less. It's not like I was doing that very seriously. All right, give me the full-on S rank. We'll start with that. Oh, it's going to disable achievement stuff. I'm going to end up doing that. Is there a way I can force it into a rotation or go? It doesn't matter. Whatever. We'll do it. I'll just get that stupid achievement later. Maybe you were drunk. Maybe I was drunk. Maybe this sort of thing happened again. Anyway, that happened some other point in time. The React Andy is back. I should, if I'm ever gonna actually do that, I should. Oh man, look at the Prismatic Deck right now. If you don't have any stats, it just defaults to no background. Well, anyway, React Andy. It's what Jerma calls it. That's as far, look, I'm not wrong about this. React Andy is that's like an accepted phrase now, right? I didn't just imagine that other people have started using that phrase. Sure. That does not fill me with confidence. But anyway. Yes, it is real. Okay. Because I said that an awful lot of times last night, and because I was drunk, I didn't even consider that, like, people might not even know what the hell I'm talking about when I say that. All right. Like I said, unless I accidentally showed you all of the really embarrassing ASMR videos I listen to on a regular basis, I think it's fine. Just got to make sure I set that up a little bit better. What are you talking about? Oh, I streamed drunk last night. for the new year, I got real drunk and then played Satisfactory, and then Spiritfarer, and then Noita, and then tried to do video reactions. You weren't even that drunk. Yeah, well, I mean, well, I mean, a difference of opinion. Drunk streaming is the best streaming. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, because we're not getting another one for another, like, 6 months. Go wipe the dust off of this bottle of... How can we play Moonscars? I was looking at doing that. Moonscars and Ghost Song were kind of, like, on the maybe list. I haven't actually gotten it, though. Maybe. I don't know. Well, like, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the drunk stream, as the vodka is going back into storage for the next 6 months or something. Well, you streamed all of that? Okay. The Noita stream and the reacting stream was maybe about 5 minutes long, because I was getting so intoxicated that I couldn't really do much of anything. And then, like, yeah. That sort of thing. Satisfactory was on for like a good hour or so. I mean, I guess if there's gonna be, if you're trying to even follow the Spiritfarer series, Gwen is back, and we're gonna go shove her. I'm gonna go like a fastball special her into the gate soon enough. But that's about the only thing that happened in that. All right, let's go start up this episode here. All right, starting this one up then in 5, 4, 3, 2. Prismatic Deck is one that I've used quite a bit in the last few runs, but it still deserves its own run too. I mean, after all, this is still an interesting enough item that trying to use it to its maximum effect is going to be a little bit tricky. I mean, obviously, you can always get use out of stuff like the thing that blocks a hit every 3 seconds or so when you get the Watcher card drawn. This one right here. Foresight. And Barricade, I mean, giving you a little bit of extra, of course, shielding is always useful. But stuff like the Poison, for example, stuff like trying to make the electricity work best is a little bit trickier. At least that's the way that I'm seeing it. However, I think all it's going to require is just some sort of decent run. Just keeping in mind that I'm going to want to, say, get a melee weapon to actually get Catalyst working for me. So, I was considering maybe taking out the killing deck, you know, making this a full-on card-based run, but if I do want to use a melee weapon, maybe I'll attempt something else. What to do, though? What to do? There's a lot of good options here. It's been a bit since I've used Crowbar, right? Or the Machete and Pistol is pretty nice. I mean, obviously the Money Shooter is the very powerful one, but I want to get something that works with this deck here. And I think as a secondary sort of item, I'm gonna want to make it something that has a fairly low cooldown. Because the way that electrodynamics works is that I create another one of the orbs every single time I use my other skill. So to get the most out of that, it's just gonna be like get something very low cooldown, phaser or whatnot, and then go with a melee. Now, do I want to go with tactics? I already got quite a few stats in there. I think, you know, let's be honest. I am playing as the Ironclad. I got the Ironclad outfit on right now, and they are definitely the brutality type of character. So I think that's what I'm going to end up going with for here. And then to begin, Foresight, like I said, always useful, but if I'm just trying to blitz down regular enemies fast enough, electrodynamics or the Catalyst is probably going to be the best working thing. Catalyst, I'm thinking probably a good boss killer, because of course you can turn all of those poison stacks then into some pretty massive damage, and that's like the exact time that you would want to use that, right? That's how this one works, right? Nearby enemies lose all the damage of time and dealt the remaining damage of the attacks. Yeah. So it's just like one real big hit. Hopefully that is not affected by, let's say, boss damage caps. Because they do have sort of a soft cap where they can't take more than, what is it, is this certain, they take like greatly reduced damage after a certain percentage of their health bar or something. The one that blocks damage looks so broken. Yeah, that was the one that I absolutely, that was the one that I was just, that was the immediate sort of zoning in on that I ended up doing when I first got this. Where it's just like, oh yeah, this looks pretty cool, and then Foresight, and it's like, okay, you telling me every 3 seconds I just get a free frost armor? Of course, it doesn't work like that. It's every 3 seconds, but it has to be a different enemy. But still, that'll block 1 damage just automatically in like a boss fight and whatnot. So, you know, there's still absolutely good argument to be used for taking it into any sort of really tough boss fight, especially if you're going hitless and everything. That got patched. Got patched to what? So is it now every 3 seconds period, or? I mean, maybe I can go and look at what Foresight looks like again right now. Well, like, yeah, you use your secondary item, get more of these. Also, thank you, Soundman Brad, for the 1 gifted sub. I love you, as always. Bosses ignored. Come on, Motion Twin. What do you... Well, that, unfortunately, that makes the Prismatic Deck a lot less useful. However, one hit even in non-boss areas is still pretty good. I'm still gonna say I'm disappointed now. I thought you were saying that they patch it so that, you know, single enemies can get affected multiple times by Foresight, not... You know, it doesn't say like bosses. It says avoid the first damage source every 5 seconds, not 3 seconds. Doesn't say anything about bosses, though. Meh. Well, I might try to get a legendary version of this deck, too, just because I am kind of curious about that. Which is so... It's like, yeah, the game is already so... Oh, I say this every single time, that Dead Cells is just wacky difficult. Way, way too difficult. I can't believe that they ever expect, like, anybody except for... I've been watching, kind of on my off time, some of, like, Hat in Time, Death Wish, the Death Wish stuff. And it is... Dead Cells just feels like, no, that's the intended difficulty, whereas that's like, you know, ROM hack nonsense that they created out of the game that is supposed to be only for the most hardcore players. Not just what the Dead Cells is normally. It's just a normal thing in this game. Oh, it's so ridiculous. Can't believe that they wouldn't just give us this one thing. Ah, whatever. We still do have the baseball bat, of course. So, I guess I can't complain too much. Somehow the baseball bat remains as it is, right? Anything to make flawless boss fights easier, though, of course. Well, flawless boss fights still do fall just down to... God, let's be honest. Legendary Frost Armor. Legendary Frost Armor is the stuff, right? That is the one that's going to... Let's get rid of the barricade and switch me over to one of the more damage-focused things. They did give us speed, too, which I purposely turn off in every run that I use because, 1, spoiler, and 2, you know, it is also kind of broken in a lot of circumstances. Sort of takes over for the entire run. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this thing out. I do like electrodynamics. Straight up, I also like it in Slay the Spire because it is a nice, easy way to get a lot of electro orbs and to get them to deal massive damage on enemies. I know it's not a very good card. You don't have to tell me. But still. How do I get up there? Roll down from the side, of course. You can avoid bosses once, but if the boss triggers, you won't get flawless. Oh, what? That's still... Like, the flawless thing is... Oh, that's the point, though, to get the flawless thing. I mean, I guess, yeah, you know, getting hit even once on 5-cell mode, of course, is such a... Oh, it's the... This is just... It's like norm... ROM hack difficulty is the norm. Electrodynamics is a great card. Okay, so I'm not like the one guy that really likes that card. Like, oh, look at this noob. He thinks that Electrodynamics is good. What a fool. Good. I'm glad to be validated on that. What about Ice Armor? Did they patch that out so Ice Armor doesn't give you flawless if you do it like that? Okay, I'm just thinking right now, is there a good themed run area to go to? I don't know what I'm saying. Can't be one-shotted. They literally have a mechanic for that. Yeah, but like, sort of. But, you know, and then there's like the Whatever. Let's just go into the promenade. Been a while since I've done a traditional run after all. And I did take some damage in this first area, embarrassingly. Whatever. What does Legendary Frost Armor do? I believe it just has lower cooldown, but it also will stay on. It will not expire. It will stay on until you get hit. And that makes it real good. Like, just absolutely amazing. Because that means that you don't have to worry about juggling the cooldown. You can just turn it on, and it will be used when it's the time for it to be used. You know? Well, I know 5-cell hit boss rush. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do that eventually, aren't I? It's so hard, though. Vengeance is a card in... I mean, it's too appropriate. It is literally a card in the game. All right. Just gave up on flawlessing anything but the concierge or timekeeper. Look, if it happens, it happens, and that's kind of what I've gone with here. I'm making it work as best as I can. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna want to go take Wish. I want to see what the I'm guessing it's probably just doubles whatever it does, or maybe like halves cooldowns or something like that. In terms of what a legendary version of the deck does. Also nice. Oh man, taking so much dumb damage here. But yeah, what was I saying here? But I'm still interested in what the legendary version is, regardless. Oh. Still having flawless mommy TikTok. I haven't gotten the Guardians, and I haven't gotten spoiler 5-cell boss. Those are the only ones that I haven't done flawlessly. I got like the Queen and everything, though. I mean, hell, I think you've seen a couple of the Queen ones, just because if you get a really good run going, she is susceptible to like stunning and everything. Unlike some other bosses. Same missing Guardians. Guardians is so hard. I mean, we were talking about that last time when I was doing the baseball bat run, that it's like, yeah, they give you sort of a semi-heal for good reason in the Queen fight, even though I don't want to use it. All right, let's not die here. This is embarrassing to be using a flash charge in the second area like this, but it is what it is. Guardians is just it's not just the fight itself. I mean, both of the fights that I'm missing are marathon. Both of the fights that I'm missing are marathon fights. They are fights that are not just, you know, fight the enemy and you can blitz them down real fast. No. You're gonna have to go through the a big gauntlet. And there's no way around it. Just how it is. There's no locking down enemies like I did with how taunt? It's like 0.5%. I mean, you know, it probably has pretty good synergy with electrodynamics. And I mean, granted that it's just like, you know, I already have all of the balls up, but still, probably combo it pretty well. At least they no longer have damage cap. Yeah, but it's like you still got to go through it. You still got to go through the run. You know, the entire run sort of thing. Every single time you want to do that. Whew, boy. You know, honestly, this is probably the item that you want to use. Like, yeah, this is probably the item that you want to use. The, yeah, there we are. That you want to use. I'm going to say it eventually. Electrodynamics with, if anything. Because it's like, you know, you can use electrodynamics to get like a lot of extra damage by getting the lightning strikes, but then also the next card makes it so that you block the first attack, so you're actually kind of protected from the extra damage being taken, sort of thing. Right? And it's a good combo. It's a good combo. Can't one-shot them with Smoke Bomb. I mean, of course, it's like, if I did it, I probably would do it. But it's like, if I didn't do it, I would be like, you know, it's exactly that same time that I did that one incredibly powerful run with the Gilded Yumi, where I did that entire posturing bit about how, oh no, I don't want to win it in an unfair way. And it's like, I want to win it in an unfair way. That was all a lie. I'll say it right now. That was a lie. I lied to you all. I'll totally do exploits. I just won't purposely do exploits. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not going to, you know, I'm just not going to say no if I get it. That sort of thing. Which is, again, why I don't really use syringe for everything. It's like, it probably wouldn't help too much, let's be honest, due to the whole, lack of control that you get with, here, give me a little bit of, wait, that's it? Just plus 30? That's all you got. Man, I need an upgrade for this deck. Okay. Bro. Man. This is some bad damage I'm getting dealt with here. 7 turn right before the queen. Yeah, it's like, I think I even said that when I was doing the baseball bat run, where it's just like, yeah, you just got like a final boss and then a final boss. You know, because this is Dead Cells, baby. The difficulty is all kinds of out of whack. Like, it's so... They should give... I'm just saying, they should give us some more... They should give us some more, there we are. Pans. Nah. Infantry bow, obviously. Yeah, it's like I have tried a point-blank infantry bow with grappling hook, and did take them out during the ascent. It's like, does taking them out during the ascent matter that much? You know what? I'm currently at a place where I'm doing bad with health. Frantic Sword's an excellent weapon. An amazing damage output, of course. Definitely one of my top favorites. Oh, it doesn't actually... Well, maybe what I need to do is I need to... Bro. You know what? That run was going terribly anyway. I think that's... I'm okay with that. Yeah, I brought myself already. Well, now they're going to do Castlevania bosses? Well, let me tell you right now. I know exactly what Dracula's going to be like. Whatever. Look, I had a bad first run here. It happens. Let's go get something a little bit better right now. Hey, you know what? Spite Sword into Vengeance? That's a classic combination. And Knife Dance? That's really more of a silent thing, right? Fire Grenade, on the other hand. I mean, the Bomb is a colorless card. Nah, sure. I guess that fits more in a Prismatic Deck. It's already a Prismatic Deck, you know? Clearly a skill issue. I mean, that one was. It's like, all right, I'll admit, I don't play like, look, I said this so many times before that it's just like, it's weird that Dead Cells, I mean, this goes with the whole, like, this game is just absolutely ridiculous in terms of difficulty. It's weird that Dead Cells, it's like, I played this for 2,000 hours. Any other game that you play for 2,000 hours, you look at people that play, you know, like your Risk of Rains, you look at people that play, like, your Bindings of Isaacs. Even online games, I feel like they have an easier time beating the game or finishing matches or whatever than I do with Dead Cells, and I'm supposed to be the expert here. It's ridiculous. Also, I'm noticing right now, do they have, is there different critical numbers or like damage numbers when you're using the Ironclad outfit? Is that the special thing for the Ironclad thing? Because I think it looks different, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't remember exactly what it looks like in Slay the Spire. Yeah, it's definitely different. Well, whatever. Because every one of these outfits, of course, has some sort of... Sure. Although I'm actually just going to keep what I got right now. Every sort of outfit, of course, has some sort of fun gimmick with it. Yeah, the numbers are different. It uses the Slay the Spire font. Ah, of course. It's been a while since I played Slay the Spire, I'll admit it. I mean, I was getting pretty into it, but it's just the fact that you do have to beat the game 20 times to unlock the max difficulty, which is just like, oh man, that is a gauntlet. What's your thoughts on the upcoming Risk of Rain? I'm happy to see it, because after all, I do think the original Risk of Rain was quite good. And Risk of Rain 2, of course, is a very different game, so it's nice that, you know, we're able to kind of go back into, like, it was a little bit, if I remember, coming out in 2012, 2013, Risk of Rain, the original one, was a little bit rough. So having that same sort of gameplay be updated for the more modern computers and everything, I think is just overall a good thing, right? Just like, because Risk of Rain 2, it's different enough that I can definitely see a lot of people who enjoyed the original game being like, I mean, it's not quite the same thing. Hopefully that'll help with that, right? That said, am I gonna be playing it? I don't know. How's the community gonna be after Risk of Rain 2? Ah. But we'll see. Am I gonna be insulted a lot for not playing on Eclipse 8 all the time? I don't even know. Like the original Risk of Rain didn't even have Eclipse sort of stuff. Main problem was the pixel art. Can't tell what enemy I'm killing. I don't actually know exactly what they're changing. I just know that there's going to be a new one coming out here. Here we go, Cleaver, baby. Let's go. By the way, I'm watching you right after I woke up. Yeah, I mean, you can't use me. You can't use my dulcet tones to go to sleep right now, so that I can you know, get into your dreams and make you play. I don't know, Tower Climb. Yeah, that's one of those. That's one of the many games that I enjoy that I feel like people don't give enough credit. I mean, I guess I could just go super liminal on it, and I'll just tell you, hey, go play Crosscode. Crosscode's a great game. Anyway, or Lunacid right now, as far as you know, current stuff on the channel. That game's a lot of fun. Well, anyway, Castlevania and Bloodstain had a lot of cool weapons. Oh yeah, we're probably gonna get what is it called? Valmanway, the big slashy sword. But then, like, what are, like, the other really... I mean, obviously, we're probably going to get a proper vampire killer whip, of course. You know, one of the obvious things is that all the sub-weapons that classically appear in Oh, nice. Good, I'm going to go get that. All the classic sub-weapons, we are going to get Holy Water. We're going to get the Cross. We're going to get, maybe Bibles. We're going to get, absolutely, like knives. Well, I was already throwing knives, I guess. Axe, but like the classic type of axe. I guess it's really just the same thing. Stupid. I don't know. Axe, cross, shield. Oh, the shield? What would the shield be? I mean, I guess there was like the shield rod, but we already got like the iron rod in the game. So not quite the same thing, of course, but Now, as you know, I don't know those first two. I did an entire series of them on the channel. I can't believe you didn't watch it. You tell me you only watch Dead Cells? I do a lot of content. Anyway, but, what else? What else? Dracula's bat attack? Oh, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Turning into a bat is a pretty common thing in a lot of the games at least after Symphony of the Night. Of course, that was a pretty basic ability that you got with Alucard, and then like Soma also used it, and I think something like that appeared in Bloodstain, but I don't remember exactly what it was. Obviously, a new shield. I just hope that it's like some sort of real wacky type of thing, because a lot of the shields cover all of the basic bases. Like they do stun, they do freeze, they do bleed, etc., and so on. You can see a bunch of icons. Oh, the Steam page for the DLC, you can see a bunch of icons for the new weapons. I don't look at trailers. I just make suppositions based on the trailers. All right, well, now I got the criticals going on here. Let's go. Don't have a repeat of the last time here. I don't look at promotional materials for things. Come on. I'm immune to propaganda. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Now, watch your other stuff. You just gotta get in the mood for long form content. Yeah, I mean it's true. That stuff like Crosscode's a big ol' series. I am still shocked that Crosscode is not like gotten. Did I miss a? No, I went into the. I didn't miss the. Yo, somebody tell me real quick. Did I accidentally go past the challenge rift in the last area? Because I did have a challenge rift. Oops, I hope I didn't miss that one. Holy Water is so obvious. Holy Water is such an obvious sort of take. Yes. Damn it. Well, that's embarrassing. I can't, though. It's like we can't just go take the overpowered super weapons here, which is, of course, just a big stick, but, you know. Hey, that's how I played the original Dark Souls. With the club. The reinforced club. No, you went in? Okay, good. So you're lying to me is what you're saying. I can't trust chat anymore. I knew it was going to come down to this eventually. It just felt like I might have skipped that because, you know, I'm afraid of losing too much health after how embarrassing it's been so far. And then totally missed out on getting an extra stat there. You recovered. Guys! Oh, yeah, you damn, like, you go party for one night and everybody thinks you're dead. I didn't die. Ugh. Tell ya. Man, what was I saying here? What were we talking about? DLC weapons only run. To be honest, the DLC weapons are all really good, though. So, like, I don't even know if that would be too much of a challenge. You've seen, like, Poyo Power and how I've been using that one. You've seen Face Flask and the sort of incredibly good builds you can get out of that. Baseball Bat. Oh, even some of the, like, the lesser ones, like the Machete and Pistol or the Pure Nail, are still quite good weapons. It's just, they're not just like murder everything on screen, no questions asked sort of thing. But, you know. Doc is very hung. I'm really not. I'm sorry to disappoint anybody who's drawing fan art. Anyway. Oh, man. How hungover? Not at all. Guys, seriously, it's just like, I think you're overestimating. Ah, whatever. Let's see if I can go get an upgrade to the deck here. Come on. Well, there's Face Flask. Again, it's just like, would be an absolutely fantastic sort of combo with this entire run. Does, you know, actually that's something I didn't even really consider. Does getting hit, if, you know, it ruins flawless bosses, still count for Spite Sword? You literally sound like you were dying. Ah, whatever. This feels like I'm dying. Never gonna live again. Big star, everybody. In case we're having a panic button, helps a lot. Yeah, no question. Which is why I'm disappointed that we don't have that one for here. Because again, the game is already difficult enough. It's like, I don't need to prove anything else. Although, let me tell you, after watching all that, like, Hat in Time, Death Wish stuff, I kind of feel like going back to Hat in Time. It does look pretty fun. I did a little bit of the Death Wish stuff, but then, you know, kind of gave up on it quickly because so much of it is speed running. Have you ever played that? But at the same time, though, I guess I do have Dust Force that I should be working on a little bit here. So if I really want to go for some challenging platforming, that would probably be the more, you know, the pertinent sort of thing to do. Yeah. Dust Force is a pretty great game, after all, with an excellent soundtrack. Yeah, okay. Managed to get that one. It's just, I want to do it really good, and that's a daunting task. It's the sort of thing, like, I don't know if you'll watch my the series on Celeste that I did, where, man, oh man, I took, like, months in between episodes of that. Not because it's like the game even took that long to do, but just because it's so stressful really trying to, you know, get through some of those areas like that. I think, like, by the end of it, I said something along the lines of, yeah, great game, would never play again. That whole thing. All right. Love the Prismatic Deck. The electric orbs are just great against everything. It's like electricity, you know, hitting multiple enemies around it just is great for, you know, big groups. You also got, like, the huge damage that you can get by discarding it, and it immediately goes right into Foresight, which is a great card. And, you know, like, the poison's going to be great against bosses. A Barricade and obviously Foresight are just going to be great for, like, survival. It's like Prismatic Deck's a great weapon. It's no surprise that I've happened to use it a lot even before I'm ending up doing the specific showcase run for it. It's like, you've already seen this weapon. You know how it goes. Queen's Rapier. It's not that much more powerful. And time does look fun, but my backlog will literally last me until my death. Yeah. I don't actually really have a backlog. I have a few games that I'm yet to play through, like Lobotomy Corporation. But for the most part, I only buy games that I intend to play. I'm not really somebody that splurges on that sort of stuff. Besides, you know, doing the whole channel thing means that I do, of course, I just need to have a little bit more damage off of these things by getting an upgrade. But yeah, it does mean that there is more of a commitment to actually finish games for me more often than not. Because it's just like, I want to finish the series on the channel. Started out this channel with one of the sole ideas being that I finish what I started. And I feel like, even, the amount of time aside, I've been doing pretty good on that so far. What's another horny game you've done? Go watch Bunny Must Die. I guess that's probably... I mean, if you want, like, embarrassingly perverted stuff, you got Final Fantasy IX or what's the other one? Omicron. Omicron is also very embarrassingly perverted. Are there any other really horny games that I've done? I don't feel like I don't really feel like I do too many of those more often than not. Well, yeah, like that's the Hall of Shame for horniness on the channel. Vacheron, Zane, and David Cage. I guess I would say the Nomad Soul, but let's be honest, it's David Cage. They all should feel bad about what they've done. All right. Well, let's get into those prison depths. Thanks for coming by, Brad. Play Orc Massage. What the hell is Orc Massage? All right. I mean, I guess I can probably... What was horny? Zane! Oh, Zane's he's awful. I hated that. I just wanted to, like, I remember it was like, I just wanted to succeed. The rest of the characters just throw him right off of the airship when they were on it. It's like, yeah, characters like Vivi and everything in that game. And they were great. Then you got like Zane, he's just stinking up the joint. Ugh. But yeah, that's, I mean, that entire thing. It's like I did, yeah. Oh, what do we got here? War Spear. I've heard a lot of good stuff about War Spear. People have been talking that one up for a while. And I do kind of want to do an upgrade already. All right. Might have intentionally left out that part. To leave more room for Vivi, which is fair, because at least, like, Vivi straight up was the highlight of that game. Like, I was so frustrated with so many other things, like, it was just like it was just watching the main characters get bodied over and over and over until they finally didn't, and Zane just being the worst. He's just the worst. Here. What, nothing? Well, never mind then. Groping people's asses, threatening to jump off a roof if Dagger doesn't date him, everything like that. Yeah. Try not to die. Oh. Steiner was also a pretty fun character too. Yeah, he had an entire story arc about, like, even though it's like their queen is like literally a monster. It's the sort of thing where it's like, guys, are you really surprised that she looks like a blue meanie, for God's sake? What in the world, that character? He is awful. He's horrible. But yeah, it's like that's why he gets put in the horny Hall of Shame alongside David Cage, who's a real person, which makes it that extra worse. Okay. Props Steiner being best girl. I mean, I of course relate to Steiner more than any one of the other characters because, hey, dude who has an established job and everything like that just wants to do right by Dagger and his queen, even though his queen, again, is literally a blue meanie. Why are we reminiscing about Final Fantasy IX? It's like, yeah, there was some good stuff in there, but like, oh my god. Again, it was just watching the main characters be like, hey, we gotta go do something about this. And then they run into a place and just get absolutely bodied. Like, not even a contest. Whether it's by Beatrix, whether it's by Kuja, whatever. And then suddenly, now we're winning battles. Whatever. That's just what happens, I guess. Well, then you do have characters like Vivi, which at least I enjoyed his whole story arc and everything. That is weird. It was pretty weird. You never actually got to beat Beatrix in a fight, I think, overall in that game. Every single time you encountered her, you just got destroyed. Utterly destroyed. I never actually did too much with Kina, so couldn't really tell you, like, that storyline. Why are we talking so much about Final Fantasy IX? What a weird topic we've gotten on here. All right. Now then. Oh, good parry. Nice parry. Okay. This is actually working out okay. A Foresight, I think, is pretty nice, but I should switch into something a little bit more powerful here. Either Poison or more Electrodynamics. Although I need to get an upgrade for my my deck already. It is not quite pulling the weight, as you can see, just purely from the amount of shielding I'm getting alone. I should. A little bit of poison in my life. A little bit of Monica by my side. A little bit of Monica is what I need. A little bit of Monica is what I see. Just Monica. Anyway. Yes, that was the reference. I don't know why. I just decided that was going to be the reference there. Just is like that sometimes. I get this. They really did improve the speed on the spear. I do appreciate that. It's like that makes it so much more usable. Because the entire thing was originally, it's like, oh, trade off speed for... What? Whatever. Trade off speed for reach, and it's just like, that's not that good. It's not really worthwhile. Exactly, just Monica. Only Monica. Anybody that's not Monica here, get out. Not that you can, because we are trapped in the infinite void. I've never actually played. I don't know why I'm even referencing Doki Doki Literature Club. I've never played it, nor have I even watched anybody play it. I just know some of the memes. Okay. I don't know. I like, visual novels. You know me in visual novels. If you're thinking about, like, hey, maybe I'm going to make you play that soon then. You know me in visual novels. Unless you're like the Hacks. I got nothing doing. What kind of changes does Corrosive Cloud need to be strong? Maybe just like a faster time. Maybe what it is it's more like a poisonous sensor that you put on the ground to make it like more of a turret. I can see you there. More of a turret or something like that. Well, getting tricked to play Spiritfarer. Yeah, well, I can get tricked to play things. I also almost got tricked in... Ooh, what's this? Notices maybe good synergy item. Yeah, let's go. I'm probably going to get rid of the 100% damage given and taken, though. I think that's probably a little bit much. Still, though. Well, anyway, what was I saying here? Also gets me nice and close to be able to get everything hit by the Electro Orbs, too. This is not bad. Oh, Electrodynamics would probably also work well against Mama Tick. Stand my... I mean, it's not quite a visual novel, but it is a very story-focused game. All right, where am I going? Really don't like Flawless being a spear. The first attack is... Yeah, it's got a weird hitbox on that first attack, which being the first attack is... Well, it makes a difference. I'm not taking the Wrecking Ball. It's also been a little while since I did. This is a decent weapon for fighting Conjunctivius, too. The sequel to Conjunctivius. Let's go. Sure. It's been a little bit. But yeah, I did almost get tricked into playing Heaven's Vault as well, which is absolutely a visual novel and not a visual novel, unlike what I was trying to be convinced. But after begging and pleading the person that tried to make me play it to relinquish their... there we go. That'll work. That fire, though, I mean, I guess, like... Okay, so... Bleed. Obviously, I'm not going to get poison. This does poison already. But burn when they die. That'll work. That'll work. I'm going to see if I can... Okay, I'm going to try and force a deck to appear. Things are good. Yeah, I mean, it teleports them right to there. The poison... I don't know if the poison stacks that I naturally get are going to synergize. They probably should with Catalyst. I think it's probably good. Okay. We'll see. I want to try and get an upgraded and legendary version of this deck, though. Because that's what I want to see happen here. I want to see just how good... Because the deck obviously has a lot of use, even if it is... Damn it. I feel like the discard options for some of these have some pathetically short range on them or something. Well, it's a good thing I got Foresight out here. Finally got to visit the stream. I've been watching your Dead Cells videos on YouTube for like 2 to 3 years. Hey, came in a good time, too. I'm doing the old deck run. Which, I mean, of course, has been the last couple videos, too. But it's still good. Whoa, legendary hemorrhage. What do you do? Victim of bleed. I'll keep this, but I'll also throw on both of these. Get some decent little... I mean, I guess with Cleaver, though, it's not really entirely necessary. I already have a good amount of stuff. Oh. All right, we're good. Well, I mean, we do... Oh, that was close. Thank you once again for Foresight, for helping me out here. Yeah. Cleaver, though, does have some pretty good synergy with Hemorrhage. What was I saying here? Love Wrecking Ball if it didn't have that first attack. Wrecking Ball it's such a hard... I mean, yeah, at high stats and everything, you can just absolutely obliterate any enemy that comes in contact with you. But before that, it feels like it's almost impossible just to get a... Oh my god, this is also an amazing weapon here. I'm getting so many good weapons, because this would work out really well with the deck. It's like, yeah, I can clear up a... Well, I can't take it, though, because it's going to turn to a legendary. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna... Look, we've done enough, not spite swords, sadistic dagger runs in the past. I don't need to take another one here. I'll just stick with my OG sort of stuff. Playing with bat and throwable objects. Bat and throwable objects is also just like a good combo entirely, because you get the hefty stun there, the damage, and also... You know, the bat. It's the bat. The bat's amazing. Like, nobody's gonna argue on that point. Might not have done as well as I would have wanted to in that previous run, but I think it speaks to just how powerful that it is that I go into the queen fight with no potions and I'm still able to beat her. Ridiculous. I mean, it's good. Ridiculous in a good way. But still, it surprises me that they're nerfing stuff like Foresight here when they got like stuff like the bat still existing as it is. And please do not take that Motion Twin as a challenge to make the bat less powerful. Oh. The game's too difficult as it is. And for better or for worse, I guess it does mean that, you know, hey, more people interested in watching the channel, of course. Because I can... play this, but you know, I can't just think of this entirely in business. I do need to at least consider how other people are going to be playing this too. Sure, I'll take a little bit more health. I mean, I think with how it's been going as of right now, we're gonna use that. Everyone likes the bat, but no one likes the Joker. You know why I have umbrage with the Joker. I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to get wish. Come on, I can't really take one of these, though. Oh, boy. The Oven Axe does everything better. You know, The like throw and the way that on the backswing that can kill a lot of that can like really chew through enemies' health does make that sort of like there's a reason to use it still, but good luck even getting off that third hit 90% of the time. That entire thing. So you know, what's your favorite weapon so far? What would I say? I guess Prismatic Deck is obviously the bad is the if you just want to go for like what's the most overpowered one, of course. But at the same time too, I think Prismatic Deck is such an interesting sort of item. It's like it gives you so many different things that you could use. And all those stuff like Foresight, of course. Definitely the sort that stands out in the entirety of the deck. They all definitely have their uses. Although, still need to have an at least slightly improved version of this to try to get any use out of the barricade. Alright. Best slow weapon is Scythe Claws. I mean, of course, Scythe Claws is just a fun weapon overall. I do miss when you could go, like, run that with Frenzy or Adrenaline and just obliterate the game without ever losing any health. I do like when they were more powerful, but I understand why that was changed, of course. Still, though, they're a two-handed weapon. Exceptions being made is not the most unreasonable thing, right? All right. Huck a couple hemorrhages in here. Hemorrhage. Show them my hemorrhage. Okay. Let's do it. God, I have too much malaise. So many. I guess this is actually a natural elite, but still. Yeah, I do believe I get doubled up stacks by having the poison here. I can probably exploit that to pretty good effect on bosses, I want to say. Sort of like, running Blood Sword or something with the... open wounds. Oh! Enemies that hit you freeze. That's a lot of health loss, though. It's fine. Okay. Anyway, try that one again. Try that one again. Try that one again. How do you get the Wish mutation? Yes, it is from the boss rush. Turns the first weapon that you pick up legendary. And there are some very powerful, as I just found out in that previous run that we were doing, killing deck. It benefits a lot from having a legendary version. Sort of stuff like okay. Sort of stuff like, I was saying, Frost Armor, and of course there's the really great legendary that you get for, that just turns the Tombstone into the original version of it. Where you can just chain together the Doom thing to destroy the entire area before you can even see him. That entire dealio. Okay. Oh, couldn't execute its first attack and then again. Oh yeah, I mean that's the big problem, of course, with using the Wrecking Ball, is that it's so slow that even if you know how enemies attack, it's so slow that you still will end up getting hit by stuff anyway. Definitely one where having like some sort of regen ability, whether it's necromancy or whatever, is something that comes in handy, because you're gonna be getting hit if you're using that. Oh jeez. All right. Oh, I hate this. It's okay, though. Maybe just get in here. And you know what? Let's discard. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. That was a pretty big burst of damage, I'm going to say. That was what I was hoping for. Anyway. And then let's see how that works against the boss. The alpha version of it. Yeah, I know. But that's what, like, the legendary version does. So... yeah, I know. Anyway. Oh, because he says make a wish. Oh, yeah, he does, doesn't he? I forgot about that. Didn't even make that, like, connection there. Oh, yeah. When he gives you the fifth boss cell. Yo, what did I get hit by, even? Oh, one of the rare times that I actually got confused by the visual clutter in Dead Cells. It's funny that I'm actually so used to it that I know what's happening even in spite of just the most ridiculous sort of... Yeah, I mean, that was me just getting hit stupidly because I saw this here. Okay. 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 Since when do people not like custom mode? Sometimes it's like you make the argument... Sometimes you make the argument that it's just like, you know, hey, normal mode, it's like you're working with everything. But I say every single time, that this game is balanced around custom mode. Please use custom mode for the sake of your own sanity. The game's already too difficult as it is. Oy. Let me say this as somebody that has done most everything in it. Oh, hope they make all the mutations colorless in custom mode. I know people generally don't want to use custom mode. I feel like it's like the sort of people that are adamant about not using custom mode. It's just like, oh, you can safely discard their opinion, like these cards. All right, why don't you go get into that rift? At least I'm getting good stats in this run. Usually like using normal mode. Oh, I use normal mode plenty of times. I mean, I basically do normal mode for most of the runs that I do, just to, you know, maybe with the turning off a specific type of thing because I'm only going to be using one weapon. I'm not saying that most people should do that, though. I would definitely not recommend it. In fact, I would not recommend it. I do not think that Foresight works against traps. At least if I remember that correctly from when I've been using the deck before. So I'll just keep Electrodynamics on for right now. Still pretty useful to have after all. Yep. Okay. Okay. Not going too bad so far. Really like to not lose all of my health here before going into the boss. I managed not to use a potion charge so far. There we are. There's a sentiment that it's cheating. That is the most absurd. They balance the game around it. They balance the game around you using custom mode. And you can't tell me anything otherwise. I mean, it's like using assist mode. It's like, use custom mode. Use assist mode. They're in the game to be used. Please don't. If there is even like 1 second where you're like, you know what, maybe I should. Just do it. Do it. This game is ridiculous. Don't listen to anybody who says otherwise. Go get more money. Not complaining about the lack of variety. Oh, whatever. I mean, not to say that you can't use custom mode or anything, or that you can't use normal mode, but it's just like, please, for the sake of your own sanity. All right. Deck. 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 Can deck appear in shops? I don't even know if I've ever seen it in one of the shops before. Happy New Year! Hey, Happy New Year to you as well. I'm giving all my hot opinions on, like, Final Fantasy games and whatever. So I hope you're in for a rollicking good time. Or not. Gold Digger. But I don't really... Obviously, I'm not going to take Gold Digger. I'm going to go sell all this stuff around here. Take Frantic Sword, you have full malaise. Yeah, but that's going to turn into a legendary version. I don't know if I want to do that. I'd really like to have it on the deck, if possible. Never played a Final Fantasy game. I played 4 of them on the channel, if you want to go watch any one of those series. I added out all the random fights. Come on. You know you want to. 5 of them if you want to count Resonance of Fate. Come on. Don't you want to see a little bit of Legendary Frantic Sword? Yeah, but it's like, that's not the run, though, you know? Whatever. Just sell some of these things, I guess. I only had 3. Besides, I feel like Frantic Sword is such a... It's sort of an overdone type of item, right? Everybody uses Frantic Sword because it's that good, of course. Let's just get going. No, it should still show up. Okay, so I'm just getting unlucky then. Whatever. Legendary on main. I know, but it's like, you know, I want to see. We're doing the weapon du jour. I want to. Well, whatever. You know what? I'm gonna just take this off, and we'll try and get something else. I still do want to, you know, poison, open wounds, everything just... I want to see how this works. In the meantime, let me just shuffle through my deck. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, cheaty options. There's nothing you can do in this game to cheat. There is nothing... Look, this is like what I said for Noita. Lie, steat, and shield your way through the game. Because this game is so ridiculously difficult. You deserve it. Trust me. Have fun. Have fun with the video game. I know this is a controversial opinion, but y'all should be having fun with the video game. All right. Lie, steat, and shield. Oh, didn't quite get it. Well, whatever. All right, get all that poison going, baby. Wow. That's a lot of poison. And now... okay, not as much as I thought it was going to be. Still some pretty good damage. I'm betting it's probably still subject to the damage cap as everything else is in that case. I do have a lot of stats right now. I do want to remind everybody of that, of course. Let's get all three on here. And then this way, bam, bam, bam. Let's go. All right. Oh, come on now. All right. You know what? I'm just going to start shuffling through my deck here. Look, I'm telling you right now, Dr. Inferno Firebird, please lie, steat, and shield your way through life. But more specifically, video games. All right, here we go. Oh, give me that poison, baby. Don't you know that I'm toxic? All right, one more. Bonk. Good stuff. So many. I mean, this also just makes it that much easier to get like the. Whoop. Also makes it that much easy. There we are. It makes it that much easier to get the critical off on this weapon too, which is so nice. Poggers indeed. Yeah, we finally got it's been a little while since I've done a flawless conjunctivius fight. Jeez. Oh, glad to see it. GG, no re. All right. But anyway, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Maybe go head up to... It's been a while since I've been to the graveyard. Let's do it. Graveyard stuff. You got like that Exhume card and everything that I always associate with the with my cool dude here. What do you have for this? Ain't too shabby. But I really do. I think honestly, I do really think that the claws are working out quite well here, right? The snake fangs. Okay. Oh. All right. That sells ridiculously hard, and you can tailor it to your interests as well. So it's not just like another hell-like game. I know, it's like, once again, they give it to you to be used. Please, again, for the sake of your own sanity. Sanity? Your Christmas was last week. Whatever. Colorless mutation things is too obvious. Yeah. All right. God, I would just... It's like you can tell that the deck is doing great, and obviously Catalyst is really shining. I would like to see another version of this so that I can get a little bit more damage and like a little bit more healing and everything out of the other cards, though. Oh, it's just not really happening right now. Well, I'm going to keep looking around everywhere that I possibly can, try and make this sort of thing work. Yo, but like, let me tell you, this sort of synergy with the Snake Fangs is fantastic, and I already love Snake Fangs as a weapon. It's just a little bit difficult sometimes to get like the poison in there, but when you got it going like this, no question, it's like it's a real match made in heaven sort of deal. All right. You're not a real gamer. It's like, look, I can tell you right now, as somebody that I want to say you can consider to be a real gamer by many a standard, it's not. Anybody who says that is a fool. fool. I mean, I want to say that it's just like, if there is one person that's going to tell you about this sort of garbage, it's like, I'm the authority. I will take that onus upon myself. Like, people don't know what they're talking about when they say not to use specific settings and whatnot in games. Whoa. There to be used. Whoa, 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 don't die, come on. Bro, you're literally killing me, and figuratively as well. No, well, but, I mean, nah, you can get rid of it. I know I just said it's there to be used, but it's just like, well. Don't take my idiosyncratic sort of ways that I live my life as rules for your own. I mean, I think that's good advice. Just period. Oh, all right. Everyone in the world. In this particular case, I think I'm the authority. What do we got? Maybe. In this particular case, when we are talking about... never mind, take it. In this particular case, I think I can consider myself an authority. This is what my doctorate is in. That's not true. It's in botany. And I stole it from Harvard. Yeah, right. That's the dumb lore, right? That I made for myself. So let me finish your cursed sword run. I suppose you're right. I suppose you're right. All the other games I played, though, and everything, definitely don't count to that. It's only Dead Cells. Come on. All right. Stole it from Harvard. Yep, the founder of Harvard. That's how it works. Okto's bow would be amazing if it actually synergized here. But anyway, I've gotten up like the final boss on several different updates with a cursed sword. I feel like that's still pretty good. Dead Cells is the only way. I mean, to be honest, it's like you could probably create some sort of metric based on Dead Cells alone as far as gamertude, for whatever that's worth, really. But, God, just because this game is, again, so whack. It is so whack. All right. Oh. And I'm sure there's probably other more difficult games. If you didn't beat, I Want to Kill the Camellia 3 without dying more than 500 times. Oh! You're gonna have no opinion here. Oh, the game is still very fun, no question on that. But it's just like, I think that as you know, like, after the first couple boss cells, things just get, like, things like spiral out of control in terms of difficulty. Which is great if you play the game for 2,000 hours and you still want to get a challenge out of it, but... I just feel like, with normal people, it's just, it's like, this is absurd. Hui. Some hard games feel jank as hell. Yeah, that is true. It's like, you know, a game that's well designed but also difficult is a very different sort of thing than a game that's just, you know, poorly designed. Unless, like, the poor design is part of it. I think about, like, you know, Getting Over with Bennett Foddy, where it is purposely designed in that way, but that's because that's what the creator of the game likes and wanted it to be like. So it's like, is it really poorly designed? I mean, maybe in the sense that it's not very intuitive controls, but it's intended to be workable still. Why am I musing about this right now? What a weird thing to get on about. I don't know. I think Getting Over It is a really interesting game. Said that before when I was playing, like, The Witness and everything. It's just like, I feel like if I ever ended up playing that game, it would mostly just be me. Bro, seriously. Bro, you pulled me faster than my axe was going. Good stuff. Anyway, do it, you coward. No, it would just be like a half hour, me editing out all the falls, and then me just like kind of talking about like, oh yeah. It's like, you know, I can see why you enjoy difficult games like this, Mr. Foddy, but you know, also you do have to remember that your game is not entirely only difficulty. It does in fact have like some very safe points, and, you know, points of progress being made, because that is still an important part of video games. It's not just the difficulty by itself. There are games that do exist like that. But I think that usually they're mostly, even by the most hardcore players, they're pretty unplayable. Ah! Anyway, that's, you know. That's what it would be like. It was like literally some of the same sort of arguments that I was making as I was playing The Witness. Okay. Where it's just like, you know, and in the pretension, of course, that there was really an attempt to try and create like a game without trying to buck a lot of the trends of normal video games, but still ended up doing a lot of the same sort of things that video games normally do, etc. and so on. Go watch that series if you want to hear me talk about it, and also Dragon Dildos. Okay. Remember, I'll take like a, oh, I don't know if I'm going to take the cursed chest. I'm just like, I don't want to, oh, this has already been like, this has been a run and a half. I died once already. Maybe we'll just keep it nice and easy, keeping it sleazy. Wait, what now? What? Anyway, what are we looking at here? Machete and Pistol is pretty good, but you know. We got a couple bonus scrolls. I mean, I have gotten, yeah, it's true. I'm doing pretty good on stats. Stats are, I'm like, you know, we're after the first boss. I'm at like 22 scrolls. We should be hitting 30 plus by the end of this, I'd like to say. I never once felt like death was unfair in Dead Cells. My 200 plus hours. I do wish to spend more time improving the old content instead of adding new, like more DLC instead of free to content. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with having you know, of course, like a free little tiny updates here and there. I think that's one of the things that makes Dead Cells really fun to come back to, even you know, on a regular basis. But I can see what you're talking about, though. I want to go like check out maybe some of the like some of the stuff they've added in the DLCs. There's been some pretty big updates, you know, like new areas and everything. And what was the last like big new area that we got that was free? Well, the bank. And that is definitely an area. Nobody's gonna argue that one. Oof. Ah, true. You know what? Never mind. I think I think the free updates are good. All right, where are we going? Oh, y'all got any opinion on what you want to see? I love Dead Cells. Me too. I mean, well, I think it's obvious. God knows I made like a little cottage industry out of playing it. The cursed chest. Okay, come on. The giant? You know, giant would probably work pretty well with this. Because, yeah, blitzing down the hands should be pretty easy with the claw, the fangs like this. Yeah, I think that could work. Let's go. You could get the highest level deck there. That is true. You also do get high level items in the cavern. God, I can only hope that I find one of these things soon enough. And yeah, we're skipping the cursed chest. Come on. You always get the cursed chest. I've gotten like 3 different, speak of the devil. No, you know, like you all know. You know what's going to happen if I go in there. Oh, I'm just going to get murdered by an elite gold gorger. That's what always happens. Or the cursed chest. If I made the foolish sort of the decision to try and get that in late game bank. This is not your grandpappy's bank. This is the hardcore super bank. Take it to the bank, everybody. It's the bank. Mimic is also good. Oh yeah, if the Mimic appears, but the Mimic would also give me a super high level of. I've already gone past it. We're not doing it. Oh no, this should actually be a pretty. Honestly, cavern with this sort of setup should be pretty pleasant, all things considered. I mean, okay, yeah, like the arbiters, of course, are still arbiting, but they do that. That's their thing. That's kind of like their thing. Oh, so many stacks. If I actually did manage to get like a colorless Hokuto's bow, that would be amazing. Would be able to just absolutely capitalize on this damage like you wouldn't believe. There should be a redeem where you take the bank. Yeah, but don't you want to suggest games for me to play? Don't you want to suggest visual novels and JRPGs? I gotta speaking of which, I gotta go get back to Vampire Survivors. God, I keep forgetting about that. Why did that remind me of that? I don't know, but it did. All right, with that amount of poison, nice. Suggest using a shield instead of hemorrhage. Oh, hemorrhage has been nice though for like a little bit of extra range stuff, you know, stuff like that. But with like cleaver and with the amount of poison, it's like I can just kind of like hit and disengage almost immediately. Yeah, I think shield's probably a better choice. Actually, you know, really the point blank bow is a better choice. What? Weird. Or, the infantry bow, not the point blank bow. That's the mutation. That's the better choice anyway. And then for the shield, that is true too. If I'm thinking about if I'm thinking about doing the giant fight, you should really take a shield. That's, you know, that is like the fight for. That is the fight for using a shield. You know what? Here. Oh, somehow I missed getting the range on the discard is too tiny. Make it bigger, motion tool. Should just apply to enemies even if they're off screen. I'm just saying. Ugh. Even and especially if they're even just like slightly off screen. You know, I always go Scarecrow. I could always. I mean, I could. You know, to be honest, I could probably take down Scarecrow pretty quickly. Scarecrow, powerful, but not a lot of health, and obviously, I'm pretty adept at taking out a lot of health at this point in time. All I need to do is just not completely wang it on the first few sickle hits, right? I would love to suggest a game, but every time something comes to mind, double check and you find out you played it already. I feel like, you know, I've played quite a few games on the channel. I feel like a lot of the sort of like classically suggested type of stuff has been done. But of course, I always like when people choose something completely out of left field. Sometimes. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what it is, of course, but I'm open for anything. I mean, as always, you can just tell me whatever game you want me to play. Sometimes I'll just play it anyway, like I did with Moonlighter, for example. Or Vampire Survivors. Nobody asked me to play Vampire Survivors. I just did that myself because I'm like, hey, this game looks fun. Yeah. It is still my channel, after all. I literally don't only do suggested stuff. I just like being able to have something... I like being able to, like, you know, give something back to the viewership sometimes, you know? It's fun, and some people give me some real fun, wacky games. I would never have played stuff like... Tower Climb, or Crosscode, or Phantom Dust, if people didn't, like, literally force me to play it. Especially Tower Climb. Oh my god. By the time you get to the second tower in that game, it's such a nightmare that it was hard to... Like, I really wanted to just give up, but I'm like, nope, I'm gonna push through, and then I had a really good time with it, so, you know. Joke's on me. Oh my god! Incredible Superstar. Okay. At least rallied up a decent amount of health. I am pretty low on all my secondary stats, I'm noticing right now. Jeez, want to try Hollow Knight? Oh, that was the most requested game. Dead Cells and Hollow Knight came out at the same time, so everybody conflated the two. I'm telling you, they're really not that... Whoa, nice. I'm not taking it, but... Shit. How does anyone get... Well, when I finish up with the list that I currently have, I lower the amount required for that, so that, you know, it turns into like 10,000 points or something. And then people just give me like 30 games immediately, so I raise it almost immediately. Kind of how that goes. Right now, that's just to remind you that that is a place where you can sink some points eventually. Or you can also give me 50 subs. I mean, you know, that's always an option too. I mean, if you feel like it. I don't even know if I should be saying that after how many subs that I got over on the Christmas stream. Yulia there being absolute all-time champion here. Oh, also has like 5 more games to suggest. But I mean, hey, stuff like Fez has been pretty great. And Invisible Ink was a lot of fun too. Okay. We're not gonna argue with that. Oh. Invisible Ink was another pretty fun game, but I think people know about that one. It's Clay. People know about Clay games. I don't think I need to go vouch for that one. Whoa, baby! Take a walk on the wild side. Yeah, we're gonna play this one careful. I'm gonna use a potion charge here. Hey. Hey. Okay. Slowly but surely. I mean, quickly but methodically wins the race. That's the way I look at it. Really, the rabbit would have rolled. You know, everybody, we all gotta talk about this for 1 second. The rabbit would have won the race. It's just his own hubris was his losing factor. All you really need to take away from that is that quickly and modestly wins the race. Okay. All right. It's a tale of man's hubris. Prismatic Deck is really fun. It's a great weapon. If only I could get an upgrade for it. I've been using the base level 1 this entire time. But even then, it's still, like, doing a great job. That one worked out well. I like Catalyst. Catalyst has been, like, MVP of this entire run because working with that with the Snake Fangs has been, you know, just like chef's kiss amazing. Hyper Light Drifter is an RPG. It does have some RPG elements. You do like upgrade and get new weapons and stuff like that. I wouldn't necessarily consider it to be an RPG. Not necessarily, at least. Yep. Okay, come on. We got one more here. This is the last chance. Come on. Are you sure? Like, I'm... All right. Oh, yeah, there's Castlevania DLC. They announced that, actually, I think like at the start of the month? Or last month? It was not too long ago. It was just like, yes, the Ouroboros has started to eat its own tail. All right. Oh. I'm gonna have to use a second potion charge here at this rate. At the Game of the Year Awards. Okay. I didn't even realize that was that. I mean, that is the new E3 these days, right? After they canceled old E3. Well, now back to using potion charge again. After the last E3 they got rid of. Consigned it to the void. Where else? So much. Basically, yeah. I guess I'm not going to argue. Whatever gets the announcements out. Because as always, it's like, you know, awards. I don't watch trailers as it is. It's just like, you think I'm going to go watch industry awards? Really now? I guess that's everything we're looking at in here. Only one shop? Don't you usually get 2 shops in here? Or am I forgetting how this works? Whatever. Let's get out of here. Get into it already. I think, once again, though, I should probably go. There's a... Wait, do I have a shield? Uh-oh. Alright. Uh-oh. Well, what about, up here? Oh, boy. 83 since 2009, they revealed Hollow Knight, Silk Song. We're still waiting for it. Oh, my God. I can't believe Repentance and Elden Ring have come out. And Silk Song is still in development hell, apparently. Oh. Ooh. Well, that's not ideal. However, it does give me a little bit of healing. This, as always, is the classic way. It's the new way that I've been healing for quite some time now. So, I'll take it. Go try and find some more enemies if there are even any left in this entire level. Have I killed everything? Uh-oh. Well. No shield, but I guess that's to be expected. Silk Song is a myth. Silk Song. We ain't heard that name in over 50 years. Don't say it's... Oh, here we go. There's this entire area here. I thought this was just like a lower area or something. Well, looks like I was mistaken. All right. Assassin's Dag is still doing some pretty good damage anyway, but as we know, the giant does not have a back. So, kind of useless against him regardless. Bro. Want to see you suffering for honor? Oh, I mean, I never really only do multiplayer games because I am... Because I am, of course, incredibly bad with social anxiety. But, I mean, if there's like a single-player component, I could try it out. Here we go. Please, you got one more. I got one more. I'm just going to go with like random skills. One of them's got to be a deck, baby. Maybe that's the deciding factor. It's not the deciding factor. I'm never going to get this thing upgraded. Assassin's Deck are doing a good job. I mean, it did a good job assassinating me. Consider that. Whatever, I was planning to use a potion charge anyway. Just do be like that sometimes, okay? Cocoon might have been... I was considering it, but I'm just like, you know what? I should be able to blitz down the old giant man fast enough. I hope. I hope. We'll see. Maybe. There is at least one more door here, at least. Yes, I said at least twice in a row, everybody. I no longer deserve to be a streamer. Or the authority that I was speaking of earlier. I hate this! Video games. Okay. I'll take it. Could use some more health anyway. All right. Well, that went a little bit too far. No, it's a magic bow. Oh. I'm okay. Oh, phaser is just really strong in general. That is true. That is true. Assassin's Dagger plus phaser is that is the classic combination, much like Face Flask and Spite Sword, of course. But it's just like, you know, you can get some good damage off of the Assassin's Dagger, of course. There are literally hundreds of items in the game, so it just doesn't appear sometimes as much as you want to see it. Oh, you know, Christmas went by and never even used the festive outfit. But I guess that was because, you know, I had a... Yeah. I guess that was because I did have a different sort of run that I was doing there. Yeah. Oh, Wrecking Ball again. Fun. We're not doing that. Having a fun time. Oh, I love it because a festive outfit is my favorite of all time. Okay, yeah, there are 3 shops in here. I just missed a huge amount of the... You know, I should... Well, there's Cocoon. I should have probably saw this coming after I didn't have the map be revealed for me. Yeah! Get that stress, adrenaline a-pumping! Generator! All-night lover! I'm alive. I survived, everybody. Doc, what are those noises? I started playing Ring Fit for a couple seconds. If I owned a Switch... You know, if I owned a Switch, I would absolutely play Ring Fit. And I would, like, get hardcore into it. It would be a 100% run of that entire game. I don't care if it's a JRPG, more or less. I'd do it. Right? Oh, this... I think I'm actually going to go switch out for the other weapon. Still going to fight him. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get away. And yeah, I think that was the right decision, everybody. Ooh. Okay. What do you got? Nothing. Oh. I have a Switch bad game. I don't care. I want to play it. It's fun. It looks fun. I want to play a game that literally causes me to die. No. It might, though. Maybe, though. Oh. I think it would be fun. I think it would be a fun experience because it's going to be definitely a very different experience. I suppose I should remember that I do have the old, the old, invisibility on right now, I suppose, with that. It's not as bad as Fortnite for the Switch. I know I haven't played Fortnite. That's a multiplayer game. I mean, I guess I'd be okay with playing Fortnite Save the World. That's got like enough single player components to it, right? Yeah, nice armor. Hey. Castlevania died in this game would really fit the new DLC. I mean, there's so many references, of course, to Castlevania in this game already. Well, we know that this works really well against the giant. But we've already seen the laser glaive. Like, do I take it? I mean, there's a shield, by the way. We can just do that as well, but, you know. I haven't seen laser glaive. Oh, I did it, was it the last episode or no, 2 episodes ago, because last episode was Bat. I don't want this shield. I want a different shield. I don't like that shield. You don't got any opinions. I mean, you know, has it been uploaded? It should be. Okay, that'll work. Get out of here, you. Then we got like blood. I'm not gonna do that. Good old katana, though. Why does the music sound so disturbing? Sounds okay to me. I got a shield. That's the important bit, of course. All right. Well, I'm at 84% health. I'm gonna say good enough. I'm gonna go take frontline shield into the fight. Go fight old giant man. Oh, hey! Not reading my joke first time I was on the stream, the laser glaive run. I don't even remember. It's like every single one of these episodes is like an hour and a half long. This one is currently, yeah, about an hour and a half long at this point in time. Hey. And I mean, well, do y'all want to see Queen? Because we could just go finish this up pretty quick. So I gotta go get some of his... Oh, good luck with that. Thanks for coming by, Yaviho. Hopefully it has been a satisfactory run. I feel like it's been pretty good. Hitless Queen? I don't think so. Well, maybe. I think I could maybe do Hitless Queen. I don't know about the Guardians, though. Guardians are so hard, and I have not been, like, at the top of my not getting hit. Is there a Queen in Slay the Spire? Is there? No, I don't think so. No, there's nothing you could really consider to be a Queen. Okay. Well, let's get in. Here's where the shield, of course, comes in handy. And the shield comes in handy again. Oh, I was sort of hoping that I could get even more there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Get the lightning strikes in and everything. All right. Oh, I really wanged that one pretty hard. That said, still ain't too shabby. Just not gonna get a perfect fight, unfortunately. Ugh, teleportation actually kind of messed me up there. But that's okay. And now here one more time, and there we go. That damage is insane. I mean, when you get that many poison stacks on there, I mean, I also have nearly 30 stats too, so do add on that one as well. Oh. Well, if y'all want to see the Queen, let's go try it out. And do Hitless on Guardians? I mean, how can you get Hitless? It's hard, right? And apparently it's not even gonna working if I do the if I do the foresight either. Man. Good cold coffee at this point in time. Well, no perfect fight, but I'm at least okay. You could have skipped the throne room? Yeah, but we want to see the Queen, right? It's like you can't get to the Queen from the throne room, right? We go to the distillery. Oh. I do know that there's a way to get to the Queen from the distillery. Still, yeah, distillery is such a nightmare. Let's not even. It's been a while, though. Well, let's go. Get me on. Send me in, baby. We're doing it. Against my better judgment, we're doing it. Good old tentacle man. Oh boy. I've been on the 4th boss rush stage, but I've been on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Haven't got any flawless. I think that's fair. Pretty hard to do it flawless, of course. All right. Yeah, it's like Bank is probably the one thing that could really dethrone the distillery from being the hardest in the game. Distillery is such a nightmare. And then those barrels do so much damage if you get hit by them. Okay. Will you die already? There we go. Okay. There's now a 0 builds mode installed again. Oh wait, for oh yeah. They did remove build. Why do they keep doing that? I feel like that's like the one thing that makes Fortnite distinct, having the building, right? So taking that away just feels sort of. I mean, I guess it's just because it's such a popular game that, you know, and it's free and everything. That it's like that's the only reason why you'd want to have that, because otherwise you just play a different game, right? It's like, I don't know. It sort of feels weird to take away the major gimmick of the game like that. Like, It was for the lore, and then everybody loved it, so they kept it. It was sort of low. 1, Fortnite has lore. 2, sort of lore could possibly take away people's ability to build things. And show everybody lost their creativity and were unable to paste together 2 pieces of wood. The villains disabled it in a war. Or villains? I thought the villain was the fact that for some reason every like 90% of humanity disappeared overnight and were replaced with monsters for some reason. They didn't like turn into monsters, they were just replaced with monsters. I remember trying to look into Fortnite lore at one point in time and I was just like, what the hell is happening? Sepulcher, I feel pretty comfortable in the Sepulcher at this point in time. I know, of course, it's just like it does have the darkness mechanic, but as you can see, I like schmoove all the time so fast that it doesn't really affect me too much. It's like I'm actually like totally okay with it. Because I'm schmooving. All you gotta do is be schmooving all the time. It's a fast game. Don't stand still, ever. Yeah, Fortnite was all about building, but people got too good at it and started being frustrated with people building fortresses, and after hearing one fortress flying, that's just not fun. But it's such like an important... It feels like it's so important to the identity of... Oh, feels like it's so important to the identity of Fortnite that it feels like to get rid of it is a real questionable decision. But I mean, I guess if people are into it, what am I going to say? Oh. No, it's... Do you mind? God, there's a lot of enemies in here. It's Dead Cells for you, baby! There's a lot of enemies in Dead Cells! They're all over the place! Okay, I'm just gonna use a potion charge at this rate. Hey, it's just night now. Well, I mean, the game still takes place over the course of 2 weeks, right? Alright. At this point in time, I should have just taken Corrupted Healing. Damage, though! That damage, though! It's great. Some absolutely stellar damage. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking? Shut up! It's Fortnite, Dad. You don't understand it. Oh, that's great, Walt Jr. Now let's go have breakfast. Okay. Gain more players when they remove building. I feel like that would lose me. If I played that game, that was the sort of thing that would lose me. But then again, I don't play the game, so I guess I don't really... I don't have a horse in this race. Shut up, me. You fool. You don't know what you're talking about. Nah, whatever. At some point in time, I should just... You know what? We'll make that a stream at some point. Just me doing a deep dive on Fortnite lore. I want to like go on the Fortnite wiki on stream, and I just want to like let's hash this thing out, baby. Christ. Oh. Would that be a fun stream? Would that even be a good stream? I don't know. Dr. Infernal Firebird ASMR reads you the entire Fortnite wiki. Because God knows I've done that with games that I never played before. I'll do it. I'll do it again. You can't stop me. Fortnite wiki is a dark place. Well, dude, whatever the accepted lore, Fortnite lore repository is. I would watch a Fortnite lore mastering. Just like, okay, y'all. We all know what Fortnite is as a video game, but what is Fortnite as a setting? What is Fortnite as, like, who are the major players in Fortnite? Who are the villains? Who are the heroes? Who are the gray third area? Everything like that. Right, all right. Come on, you know what I want. I just want more fangs. Oh, one thing I'm missing over here. Goku and, like, I mean, it's just like you can play. There's so many, like, the combination of characters you can play. Damn it. The combination of characters you can play is so wild in that game. Oh, Peroglyphs. Grants overshield with his weapon, deals critical damage. Well, I'm gonna try that. Get out of here, you. I don't need you anymore. I don't have this item. It is a boss rush item. And I've been getting hit enough. Obviously, this is not really going to work. What is going to work? I guess Foresight? Even if I'm not going to get the perfect run or anything with it. Still probably is going to be better than, you know, not dying. I wouldn't take it, though. Yeah, it's probably a questionable play. Whew. So how much shielding do I get? Not much, to be honest. Well, this might be a problem. When is it ever not? Okay. When has things been going, like, super... Ooh, oh, that's pretty fucking cool, actually. But I mean... Yo, what are y'all thinking? That's pretty cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll have a run on Peroglyphs soon enough, I'm sure. The flexible is pretty wacky. I wonder how that's gonna work against Euterpe. Okay, please, you know what I need. Actually, Phaser would not even be a terrible option. Okay. Deku, Darth Vader, Spider-Man, Mr. Beast is in the game. One. An alien, Superman. Superman is an alien. A banana, really. A robot, Doomslayer. All right. Ariana Grande, really. Can be in one Fortnite game at once. Okay. Finally, I can play as Ariana Grande in a video game. Charge hit doesn't deflect. I rarely ever use the charge hit. I mean, I think just regular old, yeah. Okay, well, there we go. Regular old katana hits are usually what I end up doing stuff with regardless. Ariana Grande, but she has a gun. Ariana Grande. Nope, that's nothing. I tried, though. Yeah. Naruto taking out just like the automatic rifle sort of thing is still. Yeah, I remember seeing like it's like a gif of like Sasuke and Naruto just like about to throw down, and then it's like pulls out an automatic rifle, and it's just, yep, this is Fortnite. It's Fortnite, baby. There we are. All right, Master Chief running away from Ariana Grande. And it's like, don't you want to do the deep dive on the lore for this game? Ariel Grundel. Doesn't she IRL? She's American. I mean, yeah, it's like at birth you're given a grenade, of course, in America. And they just tell you that you'll know when to use it. Most people don't. Well, I'm still going with like the base level version of this, but you know. I guess this is everything. Let's go. I'm probably gonna go switch out Vengeance at this rate for you gotta hotbox the grenade. What's like that is such a ridiculous idea. The idea of like, you know, I gotta cook this grenade before throwing it. It's like that's how you lose your arm. Why are we talking about this right now? Yeah, anyway, give me gold plating. That was the plan here. What? Maybe I might actually go for like adrenaline or something at this rate, because God knows that, Jesus. Let's see how this works. Was there anything else that I was planning to take? Gold plating. No, I think that's good. That's how you lose your face. That's how you lose your entire body. Oh, okay. Oh, let's switch over. I mean, I'm using a melee weapon now. Let's see how this goes. Watching your favorite characters do Krungo TikTok dances is terrifying. I understand why people like it, dislike it. I think if you cannot get down with watching Ariana Grande do the Fortnite dances, do Orange Justice, it's like you've lost all joy in your life. What mutation is on the far left? That is gold plating. It means that I take damage to my gold instead of health while I still have gold, because it's like I'm not really going to be, you know, not really going to be using gold at this point in time, right? And I got like 67,000. Oh, so close. But it should be at least a little bit of protection. Not much in all likelihood, but a little bit. All right. So much Dead Cells should one learn if they haven't played before the first DLC. Since before the first DLC, oh man, there's a lot of things that have changed in the game. You know, I just say like go on zero cell mode, explore around, just kind of get used to all the new things on a difficulty that isn't absolute madness. Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. Baby. I'm gonna die. Ow! It's me, Mother Brain. From the Captain N cartoon. The video game master. Alright. Send me out of here. Oh. Alright. Calliope, let's go. Just look for... yeah, that one. Die! Whoo! Got it! I'm gonna just like take one moment to go switch back to, well, I guess, actually give me Foresight for right now. This is probably a good idea. Whew. Okay. I'm alive. I can deflect hits. Whoa, baby, let's go. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. Hup. That's a spicy meatball. All right, please. Just mark it. Okay.